This is very infrared looking. I am at the Winnie because I have to make sure that I position myself in a good place early in the morning so that I can do my job, which is, make everybody else's day greater with a good meal, a good wholesome meal. And I'm fortunate that I have an opportunity where I can come to a spot, come to a place. I have my heater here. It's called a Mr. Buddy. And then I have a sleeping bag, which I really don't need because the Mr. Buddy is very, very warm. And let me step out so get a little better lighting. So I'm not sure if this is any better. It doesn't look quite better, but hopefully maybe if I tap the screen it'll get better. But this is just another vlog of me and intermittent fasting. And I must tell you that intermittent fasting is a beautiful thing, but today was a very tough day for me. Today was a day where my window had closed and it took all my strength not to get something to eat, stop somewhere. It took everything that I had not to do that. So I am, I don't know, I guess I'm feeling a little better this last hour. It's kind of late getting to my my weekender, and I don't know, it's just really rough today. Today is just one of those days, I'm just a person, I'm only human. Gonna go back inside where it's nice and warm. My Mr. Buddy works so well, but gonna get a couple of hours shut-eye, and I am going to, I don't know, what am I gonna do? I guess that's what this vlog is about. This vlog is not about this great, amazing, separation of mind and body and consciousness, and you're gonna have this amazing weight loss and awesome life is just gonna start rolling out. Where today was really intense. It was all the, every opportunity I had, I wanted to stop and grab something. I gotta move that Mr. Buddy. It was too close to my leg. Whew, it's so warm in here. So it's like 54 outside, and in here it's gotta be 72 all day. Today was rough. I mean, I kept thinking about how it's okay, you've been doing so well. If you make a little mistake, no big deal. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. You work so hard to get this thing done, and you've been doing so well that all you have to do is get yourself something now and then push your timeline back. You'll still get in the 16. Thought about that 45, 50 times in like a 2-3 hour period. So did I obsess about that? I'm sure I did. I am glad that I didn't fall into that. I'm just glad that I was able to fight that urge, and I wanted to stop so many times. I was kind of hungry, I think. I really wasn't hungry because I kept asking my body. I was like, yo, are you in need of this, And my body kept responding, no, I'm good. And my mind was like, nah, you want to eat something. And it's like, Yeah, maybe I did want to eat something. Maybe I did want to make a stop. Maybe today was one of the toughest days in the last 15, 20 days, you know? But I really wanted to eat something. I'm so glad I didn't, though, I guess, you know? I have to get a few hours. It's, oh, today was one of those days, you know, where it's like you're in a stadium, and you know how you're sitting in the seats and you're watching the game. Well, I'm sitting in the seats in my mind, and I'm watching the thoughts go by, and the emotions and the feelings and all that anxiety. I'm just sitting back watching it, and that allows me to kind of deal with it a little differently, you know. It allows me to kind of just try to stay in that moment, you know, try to stay focused in that moment, enjoy the Sunday off, be with the family, be with the kids, have the good dinner with them and all that. But it was like I started to get my bag together. I make sure I have my sleeping bag, and I'm going to head out to the weekender and, you know, get at least 3-4 hours of sleep. And while traveling here, it was a battle. I thought about every single spot I could stop at before I got there. It wasn't that there was in the back, in the rear view. Oh, look in the rear view how strong I am. Look how that is no longer happening to me. No. That didn't happen. I thought about the food before I got to the damn food, and then I had to fight the urge to not turn over. You know, they have that Kennedy fried chicken. They got the Texas fried chicken. They even have the Mama's fried chicken. I passed all three of those. The Burger King was open past that. As I was driving here, I saw some sort of truck in the distance, and I wondered, what was that truck? Was it halal? Was it Mexican? You know, I never seen that truck in this route, but I didn't make the turn. I kept going. I was focused. I was like determined to not allow any of the thoughts that are flying into my head and flying all around me to take over. The hell with that. Let me get a little light in here, maybe. This might help. So, I'm in a very comfortable bed, and I'm about to close my eyes, get a few hours, more than a few hours, get at least 4 hours of sleep, and you know, start my day, move forward around 1 o'clock. Those urges, maybe, you know, 2 o'clock, I'll eat something, and we'll just have tomorrow be a better day than today, you know. And then let me also say this. It wasn't just the ride, passing these places, because before that, I really wanted to eat. I really wanted to eat, and I kept saying, dude, but you're not hungry. You're not hungry. I was not hungry, but I wanted to eat. It was like this desire, something was just telling me, dude, you'll be fine. Just eat something. You know you want to eat something. You know you want some ice cream. You know you want some fried chicken. You know you want a burger. Come on. Just a person. Just a human being trying to make it in this existence, this reality, this construct, this, I don't know. But today was one of the toughest days I've had in a couple of weeks, and it just feels like days like this will be behind you. Days like this will not be so. It's like the thoughts in your head that want to get you off your track. It's like, I don't know, maybe like the Wizard of Oz, maybe like Dorothy, and how, she has this ability to choose whether she's going to stray off of that yellow brick road. And I think a lot of that has to do with like life choices and the choices that we have, and taking the responsibility for the detours that we have in our lives, and how a lot of these detours could be avoided, by just being in that stadium, watching the thoughts and the ideas go by, and just recognize which ones are there to, help you stay in a great vibration, and keep your frequency at a level where you're not low or too high, and you're just right at the right spot. You're at that sweet spot, like a friend of mine was talking about. Right when the sun goes down, there's the word for it. Maybe someone could tell me in the comment section. I don't remember, but it's something like a twilight, maybe. And today was a rough day. You feel so defeated when you just feel powerless to food sometimes. It's like food, I guess, it's just so comforting. But then the guilt that follows that. So had I turned and had I eaten the food guilt-free, then maybe I would turn. But the problem is after the turn, after the ordering of the food, after the picking the food up, you feel a sense of shame. You feel a sense of you hate yourself. I don't want to hate myself because I made a left turn and got some fried chicken. Come on. That don't even... verbalizing that doesn't even seem real. I'm going to get some shut-eye. Thank you again for being in this... taking this journey on with me. Thank you again for stopping by and listening to a guy who I'm looking at myself and all I see is white, like a white screen. So I can see a little bit of my glasses and some of the floral print, 3X by the way. And who's gonna want to stop and listen to a guy where you can only see like a shadow of him? I mean, I'm not quite sure how it's going to come out once I press the upload button, but I appreciate you if you made it this far. I appreciate you for stopping at this channel. I appreciate you for coming on this journey with me. I appreciate you for allowing me to open up allowing me to relax my brain. And say, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, dude. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You will be fine. Food is is not going to control me anymore. Boom.